So all right, this is the hudl sideline app, and it's saying the press box camera is not detected. Well, there is no camera plugged into the press box because we're going to use the iPad camera for that function. And so if you look at the system status, there's a end zone setup. That means the end zone camera, and then there's a press box setup, and it's flagged red because it doesn't see a camera there, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is start recording. And so what we're looking at right now is we're looking at the hudl camera here, I mean the iPad camera, which we're using at the press box. And so this would be used on the side of the, we'd be looking, you know, from the 50-yard line usually, and we'd be looking out on the field from the side. And here's the end zone camera. You can see it up there. And so that would be controlled by a different operator down in the end zone. And 2081. If we looked, it should show two Wi-Fi connections, the hudl sideline and the hudl end zone. We want the sideline. And the camera, the video from the camera in the end zone it's really just a monitor down there. And so the recording of that video only takes place when we record on the iPad. So if we record again, we're on play 3. Right now it's recording a video stream from the iPad camera and from the end zone camera. So let's stop that. Okay, and when we were all done, we would say exit recording. And let's end this game. And we could review and upload.
That's what you always do.
Okay, so in our case, we're just going to review it.
It's impossible to see.
Let's see. I don't see it, do you?
Yeah, you just did 1
Oh.
or 2.
Let's go to play 2. Okay, so this is actually a recording. This isn't what we're seeing. It's what's recorded. Of course, it's not exciting because there's nothing moving. But we could change our view, and on play 2, we could go look at the end zone and hit that. And so now we're looking at play 2. This is what was recorded from the end zone camera. Okay, so you got two video recordings for every play. One from the press box, the sideline, and one from the end zone. The game then, turn off the iPad, and we can power everything down. You could have different people working on the end zone and someone on the press box, but we'll do this one at a time. So I'm just disconnecting the AC power. Again, you could plug right into the wall. This is just an outlet. It's just an outlet, you know, and so it's got 2 power connections, and it powers up these 2 devices. And then we've got the antenna that connects to the end zone. We'll just wrap that up. There's really nothing to turn off on this one because there's no battery power in here. Everything's just connected to 110. We're done. Oh, you know, when you're using this stuff, they have these little kind of holes in the side of the box. You can run your cable out and you can close the lid so that somebody doesn't step on it, or if it's raining it stays closed, and then just the cable comes out and all the equipment in there is pretty well protected. And then the end zone takes a little bit more to take apart. I guess we should power down. So we've got, again, if we just go in reverse order, we've got a switch on this streaming device. We've got a switch on this power source. It's on the side, and then we've got the button on top to shut down the battery. Okay, all the lights are off. So we'll just wind up the antenna cables. Disconnect the camera. HDMI cable that goes to the camera on the top, and then the HDMI cable that goes to the monitor. I think you wouldn't even need to put this one out. It's not being used. I didn't try it without this, but I don't believe you need this for anything that's being used. But it is a good Wi-Fi connection. I mean, actually anybody could connect to it and have access to the video as it's being recorded in the game. Oh, on the back of these antennas, there's some lights. They're dead now because there's no power here, but they do show signal strengths. You can kind of tell when things are working. Okay. Oh, let's mention one thing while we're at it here. So in between games, you do have to recharge this battery. So there's a power source here, plugs into the wall. It says battery charger on it. Plug that in and plug it in on the side here. It says, it's got nicely labeled. It says charge between games. It takes, I don't know, there's blue lights here, and when all the blue lights are on, the charge is done. And we've never had a problem with this not lasting a full game. Okay, well, this guy takes a little bit of doing. It's just got a number of pieces. You can start with, turn the monitor off up here.
Just
I guess it's not off. Unscrew the monitor from the mount. Take the battery off. There's a little button here that holds the battery in place. See, this goes in here, doesn't it?
yes.
Oh, this cable would work too. Okay, and then the batteries for it are labeled monitor batteries. In this case too are a couple of chargers. There's one for the camera, Sony Handycam, and there's one for the monitor. these batteries. Oh, and this is for the joystick battery. Okay, so the joystick battery is over here. Power that down. Shut that off. I'm just gonna put that in here. And the joystick charger was in here too. Okay, and then the joystick, just unplug it. Put it in the flat case. Here's its power cable. And here's the remote for the camera. It's got a nice slot in here to put that in there. Take the mount off for the monitor. And start letting the tripod down. The extensions. Disconnect the motors. Disconnect the camera from the cables. Take the carabiner off the mount, the head. Now the cable's loose. Just gonna swap these. Okay. And then you might as well take the motors off because you can't get the equipment back in the bag if you don't. And then the camera. There's a lens cover you can there, close that, take the battery out. Put the camera back in here. Put the used battery up on top. 3 other ones in the bottom. Then we take the head off. Screws from the mount. much it. Just take the tripod down and put it in the bag. So this is mostly the head for the end zone camera tripod. Got the monitor, the batteries, chargers, and the camera that's used in the end zone. And then the two huddle boxes, the end zone kit, and the press box kit, and the cable. I guess we'll donate the pole. That's it.